Hey, it's Kyle Shannon. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Storyvine, and today I'm going to walk you through a video agility case study of a project that we're working on this year with Novartis around sales innovation. Very exciting, and I'm excited to talk about it with you. So what was the challenge that Novartis faced? Well, in short, they wanted to find a way to allow their sales reps to get more innovative in how they engaged with their customers, HCPs or healthcare providers or doctors. And COVID drove some changes in the marketplace that called for innovation. One was the sales reps didn't have access to those doctors' offices. They couldn't get into them for months, if not years. There was also a proliferation of digital tools, so there was a dramatic increase in digital communications going to these HCPs, which on one level is good. There was adoption of these new tools, but on another level it meant that these HCPs were inundated with digital messages, and a lot of them were getting overwhelmed and not responding. So they wanted to find a way to do two things. One was establish and build relationships in a more efficient way, and the other one was find a way to rise above the noise in these digital communications. And for that, they turned to Storyvine to use it as a platform to create some video agility and allow those reps to use video to reach out to those doctors. So once Novartis agreed with us that Storyvine would be a good solution for this challenge, we had to roll out the program. We had to design it, we had to roll it out. So there were three phases to it. The first phase was, what are the rules of engagement? What are the rules of the road? How do we take the way reps have communicated in the past and translate that into a video forward solution? So we were looking at things like, if we're going to create these videos, what are the kinds of messages that can be shared? What are the kinds of messages that can't be shared? What are the approval processes? Whether videos have to go through an entire MLR review process or they can do it more nimbly with managers. So really working with them in a collaborative fashion with their compliance teams, with the brand teams, and with the sales organization to develop the rules of the road for the program. So that was phase one. Phase two was, okay, now that we know the kinds of content that we want the reps to be able to create and share with HCPs, we've got to build those templates, figure out the branding for them. So we created the actual program. Concurrently, we created training materials to be able to train those reps on how they can do this, how they use the app, but also what are the compliance rules and things like that. So that became part of the training. And then the third phase was the rollout. Let's get this tool in the hands. So we started with a small pilot group. We then expanded to about 150 reps. And then over the course of 6 months, we trained up 700 plus reps on how to do this and rolled the program out. And so those were the three phases of the solution. We worked very tightly with the different stakeholders within Novartis to come up with the best way to roll this out. And we rolled it out across the sales organization for the oncology division within Novartis. So the results are very, very exciting. I'm going to go over a couple of things with you here. But to be clear, just from a very tactical standpoint, reps would film a video. They would then embed that video in an email template, and that was emailed to a doctor. So they're emailing a thumbnail of a video. The doctor clicks on that video, the video plays. That's tactically what was delivered. So the results, and this, getting back to this idea of video agility, if you have video agility, what can you do? In the 6 months that the program initially kicked off, the reps for this program produced more than 5,000 videos. So more than 5,000 videos produced by reps on their own and sent to HCPs. I'm going to share a couple of anecdotes with you that are indicative of the kind of results we were seeing. So one of them was 5x appointments, so 5 times the number of appointments booked. We had a rep named Ross. Ross, a year ago, May, had sent out 40 emails. He was new to a region. He had sent out 40 emails in May, and that were text-only emails, and out of those 40 emails, he booked 2 appointments. Then a month later, he was part of the Storyvine pilot, and he sent out 40 emails that had these personalized videos in them for each of the doctors. And out of those 40 emails, he booked 10 appointments. So he saw a 5x increase in appointments booked. We had another rep that sent an email to his manager, and he said, I met 100 doctors today, and he put "met" in quotes. I was able to meet 100 doctors today. He recorded 100 videos using Storyvine, so he recorded one once through, and then he just personalized the beginning of the videos 100 times for 100 different doctors, and in a single day he was able to generate that much content and send it out to HCPs. The other anecdote that I'll share with you is one that really talks to the nature and quality of the kind of communication that can happen. There was a rep, and she was at one of the manufacturing divisions within Novartis, and she was standing in front of this large wall with all these LED lights on it. And she introduced herself in the video. She said, "Hey, I'm your rep, for this condition, and I'm standing in front of what we call the Wall of Hope at our manufacturing division. And every one of these LED lights that you see represents a life that was saved from this personalized medicine. I'd love to come talk to you about it." And for me, that was a kind of message and communication, and how passionate she was about it, that literally couldn't be communicated in a text-only email. But you could really sense her pride and kind of the emotional impact of, every one of those lights represented a life saved. So that's the kind of thing that can make a difference. You can establish relationships, you can build relationships, you can do follow-ups, and these messages do rise above the noise. So that's a little bit of the Novartis case study. I can dig in much deeper with you if you're interested. As always, I love talking about this stuff. If you have any questions or want to dig deeper on sales innovation and how we can do something with you in a video agile way, drop me a line. Would love to talk about it.